how do you feel about the news? I was caught off guard. I know I sent it Chin for a current event, but Tom Segura and Christina divorce.
Yeah.
Now, were they together 20 years?
18 years. What I say about this is,
especially when you have two headshots
success
in the household, that's a huge success. They beat they built your mom's house network. That's a success.
What I would say,
the kids.
Yeah. What I would say is that how about a hand for two people that made it work for 18 years? That's a big deal.
Yeah.
So I say that, and that's all I'll say about it. And I see Christina all the time at the mothership. She's awesome, and
she's awesome.
I wish them all the best. That's all I have to say. And
how do you think their show changes now that do you think they're going to be more open or more?
I think
held
because
back?
they're comics, and as long as they're cool, and like I don't know the reason for the divorce.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is. As long as there's not bitterness, the bitterness will come off. They're not good enough actors to not do that. If there are issues there, it will come to light in the podcast.
She seems very,
very
very
change the
upbeat and
dynamics.
happy when I see her.
Well, she's a comic.
Yeah.
So I think she'll, take the punches and keep on going.
Yeah, I'll stay out of it. I don't really like to comment on any of that stuff. I don't know.
I do because it's a podcast, right? And that's our job.
Well, I just wish them the best. But
of course, if you got to have
the point is, I don't know anything about it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's my thing. I don't know why they're going to divorce. I know Tim got skinny and sexy, and that's a problem, right?
Tom, you mean?
Tom, what'd I say?
You said Tim.
All right. You know what I mean. Tim,
I
Tom.
I do.
Timmy, Tom.
Yep.
We call him Timmy. Timmy no breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer for the kids because the kids are young. That's going to be tough. Or as a kid, it's awesome too. My parents got divorced. I got 2 houses, 2 Christmases, 2 bedrooms. It was kind of a good time. As a kid, you really don't know what's going on.
I would be bummed out, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but not when you're 8 or 9, you really don't understand what's going on.
No, I remember when my parents would fight when I was that young. I was scared to death that they would break up.
Yeah. No, it's definitely scary for the kiddos. I don't know how old the kiddos are, but that's what you got to hope it's okay with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, to continue on with the show, yeah, I mean, you could only do that with another comic. Like most women are not going to continue to do a podcast with their ex-husband.
Right.
That's a super rare combination.
Yeah, that's not
like if me and Joe ever got divorced, heaven forbid, knock on wood, there would be no podcasting. No. she'd burn my fucking face off. Yeah.
One of the things, that's it's like we're not going to be talking about that.
Yeah, like you and Amanda aren't launching a podcast network together.
No. But we get along great.
Cool. Yeah, but that's different.
Yeah.
That's different than sitting down talking shop every day.
The main thing is if you have kids, you want to be friends with your ex.
100%. You have to, really.
Yep.
But it surprised you too. Like there's this family we're pretty close with. Our kids are friends. And we're at a barbecue and it's like where's Gary at?
Oh, it'll surprise you.
She's like, oh, I don't know. And you see her drinking a little much, and you're like, huh. She's kind of going hard in the paint. And then a few drinks, and finally she's like, well, it's better you guys find out now. We're getting a divorce. And you're like, oh, shit, what? I thought you guys were getting, nope, that's happening. You're like, oh, my God. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, relationships are complicated, difficult.
Who knows what's going on?
It's like you better tend to that garden every day. Otherwise, weeds grow. Hard to do.
What else you got, Jen?
All right, there's a...
But I will say the Tom Christina thing did surprise me.
Me too.
Give me a list of 1,000 people.
Yeah.
And they're like, pick this couple who's going to get divorced. They would not be on my list. But again... I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's been rumblings for a while because just fans were complaining they weren't on the show together a lot. So people were speculating on it, but I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, but all the stuff I read said that it was amicable. Then they said that Tom wasn't wearing his ring for a little while, so people kind of picked up on it. And then they said they're going to continue the show together, which is cool.
And sometimes you just grow apart. 18 years, like Tom's a completely different human being, obviously physically. Project-wise, career-wise, it's just after 18 years, like, yeah, some people change after 18 years.
And you're constantly around. I mean, it's great to be around your partner, but constantly at work, at home, everywhere. I think that's got to be
that'd be
pretty tough. Yeah,
it'd be tough.
Yeah, if you and I were married.
It'd be tough. But at least Tom, as on the guy side of things, at least Tom got a divorce in Texas, not California.
Oh yeah, so it's way better to get financially here, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
All right, so this is in Valley Fairmont.
Brendan Schaub and Bryan Callen argued over the Tom Segura and Christina P. divorce because Callen didn't want to talk about it. I like how Schaub called him out, like, yeah, we're on a podcast, and it is our job to talk about it, Bryan. Bryan is trying to be like, I have no comment. I don't like to talk about it because he's going to see them later at the comedy mothership. A thing Schaub doesn't have to worry about because he is not allowed there. To perform there. He's not allowed. He only got to perform there once, but he went on Story Wars, so he was brought on as like a panelist on a podcast, and Louis J. Gomez probably just, snuck him in. But aside from that, I like how Schaub called out Callen, like, dude, we got to talk about it. Schaub basically saying, Tom got skinnier, and that's a problem. Just laying it at the feet of Tom Segura. I mean, she did have cancer. Does she still? I don't think she still does, but she did. But I guess not a good look for Tom Segura. But, they were together for 18 years. 18 years is a long time to be married, and here's the reality of the situation, people. Women get older, men get older, but if you're a man and get older and more successful, you can always just get a younger woman. It's just the reality of the situation. Although that's going to be a tough situation. I like how Schaub and Callen brought up. Well, Schaub brought up that, hey, at least they're going to get divorced in Texas and not in California. So, it might not cost Tom everything that he has. But, I mean, 2 young kids, and that's going to be a struggle. Especially for Tom, because, she's definitely going to get the kids. But it's also one of those situations to where God knows how often the kids even saw him to begin with him being, a traveling stand-up comedian. Now God knows how much. Or maybe it's a thing also of, maybe he steps up more because there's some quiet competition between her and him to win over favor with the children. Did Schaub say his parents were divorced? Were they? Because Schaub, did I hear that correctly? I mean, he's a redact, but I could have sworn Schaub said that his parents were divorced and he got to have 2 Christmases and all this horse crap. So, I don't know. I don't know if they ever got divorced. Maybe they didn't remarried. Who knows? And Callen does this all the time, by the way. Look, Callen, I understand you're sitting in a storage unit with a redact, but he did just re-sign a deal to Podcast One now for less money. But you're still going to get your $25,000 a month. So step it up and start contributing. Because, Schaub is already pissed at Callen, which is why Schaub went to the live streaming, because he figured Callen was going to put in some sort of effort towards their Fighter and the Kid Patreon, and Callen just didn't. So Schaub just ended up live streaming to try and get some extra shekels in his pocket, because Schaub is going completely broke. I mean, he signed a new deal, for less money, and he was already going broke with the last deal that was more money. I mean, he ended up in a storage unit in Texas when he lived in a mega mansion in California. So, that's the problem. And, of course, he didn't downgrade properly once again. This time he only got $1 million house with no pool. Who buys a house that cost $1 million with no pool? What is the point of that? Hey, I bought a house for $1 million. Does it have a pool? No. The backyard's not even that big or anything. It's a McMansion with no pool. That's ridiculous to me, especially in that hot Texas sun. Oof. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments.